Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa.
Yeah.
And and you know what? There's been so much rebooting in the entertainment industry, the industry that we're in, Joe. There's been so much rebooting, you know, with the, what are they, rebooted Chips, Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah.
Little House on the Prairie.
They didn't reboot that.
I thought
No. They
didn't sign off for that one?
No, but they rebooted Spider-Man again.
John, I'm about ready to reboot you right out of that fucking chair. We're doing, we've brought it back, The Uninformed. No reading, no research, just strong opinions. A show that I started with Joe DeRosa way back when I was in my 30s and you were in your 20s. Did I just fucking ruin the recording?
I was in my 20s. You were in your 30s. Are we good? Is it still going?
I think it's still going, Joe. And as you can tell, still no producer.
Yeah.
Actually, we had a producer back then. Oh, Danny boy.
Yeah, Dan was back in, when we first started, it was you and me and Danny. I almost said Danny Cohen. He's a comic. But we were on Saturday nights once a month, right? On the the O&A Virus.
That's right. And we had one of the great after parties that no one ever showed up to.
That's right. After... Wait, why did we have that after? Oh,
to try to build a following.
Yeah.
See, this is before like Instagram, where all you had to do was just show your cooch and dance to that fucking Toronto guy's song.
Is that the one where everybody keeps getting out of the car and dancing while the car moves?
Yeah. It's this year's Ice Bucket Challenge.
It's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen. It's dangerous.
If you get somebody who's like really fucking... the white guys are the funniest to me. The whole thing about that is if you're not good, but you got the balls to do it. Jesus, Joe, my phone's talking to me. Talk to the people for a minute, Joe.
Well, I mean, what bothers me about that challenge, as you called it, is people are getting out of their car from the driver's seat and dancing while the car's still moving. And, you know, I'm sure you got a friend in the passenger seat holding the wheel steady, but Jesus Christ, man, you don't think this is kind of a...
Joe, I believe what you're trying to say is that it's dangerous.
I think it is dangerous. I think it's very dangerous, and, you know...
you know what, Joe? Variety Magazine, if I'm not mistaken, just elected you most dangerous man in Hollywood. So I find it very ironic.
You know, Bill, back in the old days, I earned myself the name Dangerous Joe. You know, and oh boy, they were afraid to book me because I went up there.
Danger Rosa, Joe the Danger Rosa.
That was a later variation, but they were scared of me, Bill, because I went on stage and I told it like it is. You know what I mean? Shot from the hip.
You always did, Joe. You know what it is about you, Joe? I swear to God, I don't know what it is. It's like you say the things that I'm thinking, but I'm afraid to say.
Yeah. Well, you know. I feel like I have my finger on the pulse. I feel like I have my ear to the street. And I don't pull any punches, Bill.
You don't, Joe.
No.
That's why people, they gravitate to it. In this day and age of so much fake news, Joe, to have a truth teller like yourself. And I think that this was what this episode is going to be about. For those of you who are new listening to this, we talk about a subject in a very, some people would say uninformed manner. I don't agree with that.
That's why the show is called Uninformed.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. And then
we also offer statistics.
We offer statistics, and then afterwards we bring in an expert, and then they tell you what's really going on. Now, that's not going to happen this episode because this is the reboot.
This is the reboot.
And you always, we all know in the sitcom world, the first 2 years, you just keep doing the pilot over and over again, reintroducing the characters.
Yeah.
All right, Joe?
Well,
and this is Bosom Buddies.
We didn't bring experts on initially either. It was just you and me. Nia was on the first episode.
Oh, we got to bring Nia back.
Yeah.
And we got to ask her a bunch of questions. You know what I'll have to do, Joe? Oh my God, I'll have to get a bigger mixer. My mixer only holds 2 microphones.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You really cheapskated this whole operation, didn't you?
Neil Brennan couldn't do a special with this mixer. Sorry, Neil. It was right there. I had to do it. I love it. Anyways.
So wait. So what are you saying is going to be the topic of this epised? Fake news?
No,
or
Joe.
Truth?
Truth tellers like yourself.
Joe...
I got to be honest with you. I was a little dishonest with you bringing you over here today, Joe. And I hope this doesn't lead to some sort of Me Too between you and I. But, I know you're a modest guy and all of that stuff. So I just, if I told you that I was going to come over here to try to see, like, where it is a guy like you gets your courage to tell the truth the way you do. You were buying into that, dude. You were so fucking nervous.
Well, here's why for the listeners at home, because we're supposed to go out to dinner for Bill's birthday after this,
and your birthday,
and my birthday. But you're in like gym. You're in like your gym shit. You got to get showered and everything. It looks like, right?
Yeah.
So when you started saying I fooled you, I was like, oh wait, are we not going to dinner? Like, what's going on?
Oh, Joe, you know, I know you love me, but I'm actually coming off the wagon. You know, we're also rebooting our livers. I'm coming off the wagon for one day, Joe. And I already called up some alcoholic friends of mine who were on the wagon. And I told them, hey, next Tuesday night I'm hanging out with you guys so you guys can shame me. And I'll go out and I'll watch you guys do the boring shit that you do to stay sober. And it'll just get in my head. Because I found, Joe, that I'm a follower in a way. Whoever I'm hanging out with, you know, look, if somebody's getting tattoos and shit and shooting heroin, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
I have enough, you know, it's like, that's too far. Plus, I'm so pasty, Joe. You know, and then I got the freckles. What are you going to fill those in?
Wait, so these guys coming with us don't drink?
No. No. The guys I'm going out next Tuesday. Tonight I'm hanging out with my degenerate friends.
Good.
Next week I'm hanging out with a buddy of mine who's, we got to have on the podcast, who has some great stories about when he went. And if you listen to his stories, I don't have any stories like that. And that's why I think I'm not an alcoholic. Aside from the fact that I can, like, you know, leave whenever I want and then not, like, snap at people, like yell at kids. I said, knock it off! You know, I don't get like that. Start shaking and shit.
Right.
I also don't have any stories, anything like a fucking alcoholic.
Well, I mean, all right, that's good to know that sober guy's next week. You're rebooting your liver tonight. My liver is well into the series at this point.
Yeah, yours is.
Point. It hasn't taken.
Your liver, Joe, is in mid-season form. The manager's actually thinking of sitting you for like 10 days just to make sure you don't peak. No, this is going to be it's going to be a great night, and I've been looking forward to this for a minute. I'm a little nervous about, because, you know, it's like if I eat McDonald's, I never want McDonald's, but if I eat McDonald's, then it takes me like 10 days to stop fucking doing it. And it's like if I go back and I drink booze, it takes me like, 9-10 months to get back on the sober wagon again. It just does. It's just fun. I just like it. It's enjoyable.
I hear you. I
like the sound of the ice hitting the side of the glass. I also like knowing not what I'm going to say next, Joe. I get to feel what it's like to be you, Joe. Like, Joe, when you live in the truth that you live, Joe.
It's a dangerous zone.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, and you've paid the price time and time again. You had that big deal with Nickelodeon.
Yeah, gone.
Right? Gone.
Because I wasn't afraid to tell them that these mothers were corrupting these young child actors and that they were to be barred from the set. And
That's
Nickelodeon said, you got to go.
And even when those kids cried and said, Joe, you destroyed my dream, you still...
I said, I'm doing you a favor, kid. Get out of here and go sit on a swing.
Joe, I have to ask this for all the listeners. Where does that come from?
Bill,
that internal strength that you have.
You know, I lead with my heart and not my mind. You know what I mean?
Well, I think I speak for everyone listening that if everybody did that in the world, I think it would be a better place.
Yeah, I always my motto is if everybody led with their heart, there wouldn't be so many fucking assholes out there. And I say that every day when I wake up. I look.
And you have that on a T-shirt. And do you have that dramatic pause between fucking assholes?
Parentheses pause and parentheses
out there. That's what I liked about it, because I thought it was over and then it kept going.
And I wear a lot of No Fear T-shirts.
Can all of that?
Remember that brand?
Yeah, I used to wear those.
I go and buy old used ones just so I can have that slogan on my chest.
It's a little redundant, Joe.
What do you mean?
The second you hear your act, I mean, you know. Well,
I want a guy to know when I'm going into the gas station. You know, I don't pull any punches, as I said. You know, you know, Bill. Here's the thing,
Joe. How many bar fights have you almost gotten into in your life? I've been in the middle of it.
Thank you for ending that ad lib.
I've been in at least 6 almost Joe DeRosa bar fights, and I got to tell you, each time you or John with somebody even bigger.
I think they
fearless.
All happened with you.
I've never seen a guy talk bad better shit while backing up, but with this vibe that he was moving forward.
That's a story where I swear to God, you know when you do meetings out here and you gotta like people will say like you have some funny stories in your back pocket. You know, I've told that story many times.
Was that the one on the Upper West Side? That fucking lunatic. That was when we were with Aaron.
Yeah, Perry.
Aaron Hirsch.
Or Hirsch, excuse me.
Yeah, he fucking, it was, me and him side by side were not as wide as that guy's shoulder. And we all put on our brave face, and then afterwards, we were just like, I don't think Aaron knew you well enough to be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I can't remember. I think he did.
No, I think that's the first night I ever met him. He came to Uninformed with us, and then we went out afterwards.
That's what I miss.
Wow,
he has, he's, and now, you know where he is? He's got this fucking insane barbecue sauce.
I saw. I follow his Instagram, and his food looks amazing.
Yeah, no, he's like one of those guys. He got into like smoking.
Yeah.
And I mean meat here. I'm not talking about, crack or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to disparage the man.
Yeah.
And he's fucking crushing it.
So, but here's the thing. I didn't start. I didn't like go up to a guy and start shit. Somebody said something to you out of line, and I stuck up for you, and I probably shouldn't have. I probably should.
How did you just make yourself the hero of that? I don't remember that. All I remember was all of a sudden you were yelling at somebody.
A guy said something shitty to you, and you kind of.
Let me ask you this: did I respond to it?
Yeah, you kind of were just like, "Go fuck yourself," and then I got real protective and mad, and I started yelling at him.
I think we're thinking of the wrong guy.
No, it's a couple times we've done this together. One time we were in the street.
And I sound like I was wrong because I should have known that if I was standing next to a loyal, dare I say pit bull like yourself, I never would have said go fuck yourself with you nearby.
They call me the pit bull of comedy. Did you know that?
No, I don't think they do. I think that's Bobby Slayton.
He said I could use it.
He said, if you're having problems selling tickets, Joe, I'll let you use it. And he's going to regret it the same way Gallagher did when he sold it back to that guy on the road. And one of these days, you and him at the Montreal Comedy Festival are going to go at it. And I'm picking Bobby Slayton, and I think he's going to beat your ass without even having to take off his sport coat. I'm calling it right now.
I love Slayton. Are you friends with him?
Yeah.
He's invited me. We should go together. But he's invited me many times up to his home to, like, sit in the hot tub and cook like an Italian meal in his kitchen.
How does the hot tub work into this? Is there something about Bobby I need to know?
No. He lives with his girl too.
Oh, okay.
He's like we cook and then we drink wine. We sit in the hot tub. It's beautiful. You got to come up. So.
Any cigars? If there's cigars, I'm in.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, this isn't one of these like pedophile rings or anything like that, is it?
No.
Joe, when you go in the Hollywood Hills and there's a hot tub, I mean, you don't know what's going to happen.
Don't soil the man's name like that. He's a good man.
All right. Should I edit that part out because nobody has a sense of humor about anything anymore? I don't think Bobby would give a fuck.
He wouldn't. Bobby is he's the king of off-color jokes.
Bobby is everything that I've been pretending that you are in the first fucking 13 minutes of this podcast.
Yeah.
So, Joe, get the listeners caught up. You're all over Instagram, and you're doing I love your fitness videos.
Thank you very much.
And I got to say, dude, you're looking great. I don't know why you keep Joe. Last night was Joe's official birthday, and I met you at a bar, and I wasn't drinking, right?
Yeah, I was, Bill.
You were. Yeah. I got you that fucking little... You looked at it like it was a shot. It was Johnny Walker Blue. Neat, Joe. Neat. It was not a shot,
after
Joe.
After that for me, dude. That was the one that put me over the edge. Because it was so much whiskey in that glass with no ice.
That lady was so cool. She said to me, she goes, I go, can I get... I looked, and they just had, it was just feature acts all behind that bar. I'm like, oh, my God. I haven't seen that shit since sophomore year of college. It was just terrible booze.
Yeah.
But then but then there was one lone bottle of Johnny Walker Blue, not even opened up there. It's your 40th birthday, Joe. I mean, I got to throw down. Am I not supposed to say that, Joe?
That's my 41st.
Oh, 41st.
Last
Sorry.
year was my 40th.
Oh, but Joe, I'm still blacked out from that one. I don't even remember it.
Yeah, that was you.
Last one I remember was your 39th.
You pulled out all the stops on the 40th, man.
Joe, if I remember correctly, we ended up in some sort of a tree fort outside of a Knights of Columbus.
We were at some sort of
military hang
VFW
place.
Something.
Yes.
And
we started somewhere there were career waiters. That's the last thing I remember. And I love it. I love a joint that has a career waiter.
We started at the fabulous Musso and Frank Steakhouse.
Musso and Frank's with career waiters, so they know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, every waiter's like 73. You know, it comes up.
They, Maitre d's like 85.
Yeah. Oh, very good.
Hey, kid, I said pick that up.
Yeah. We're thrilled to have you here tonight. It's a great spot, man. It's an old school steak joint. And we started there, and we were drinking wine at dinner. And it was you, me, Nia, and our
we can't name any more names here. Right,
Joanne.
Oh, yeah.
Our friend Joanne.
Joanna Bababunga. What did Dangerfield
Joanne
say?
Bababutz.
You know my doctor, Vinny Bumbats. Joanna Vinny Bumbats.
But we were at dinner, but we started drinking wine, and then you did this really great thing. You took me to this awesome old school VFW thing. And I love that shit. I love old man bars and shit. I love places like that.
I know.
And you had a cake waiting, and then you had a bottle of, I don't even know what the fuck it was. The bottle looked more expensive.
Why do you think that is, Joe?
Than anything I've ever. Just the glass itself looked like it cost more than any bottle.
Oh
of
no,
that
was the McCallum Rare Cast. That literally, it looks like it looks like the bottom of the Super Bowl, the Super Bowl trophy.
Somebody gave me a bottle last night of McCallum.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the Rare Cask. But all those super expensive ones, they come like the bottle is as thick as a fish tank. So you think you're getting all this booze, and you're just not. Like so much of it is the bottle.
You're getting the same. I like that's a nice story to tell yourself. Like I didn't just clear a fifth.
No, it's nowhere near that.
Come on.
Oh no.
Dude, we were drinking glasses out of that, me and you. Then we took it outside.
Yeah, but it was just the two of us.
And we were passing it around.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, you're right. That bottle's good. The Johnny Walker Blue is a very thick bottle. That's the one you pour like 2 shots. Oh, I wasn't getting into this. So that lady said.
But wait, we didn't drink blue that night, though.
No.
What are you talking about?
Joe, my brain's all over the place. I'm talking about top shit. I'm basically bitching about Johnny Walker Blue.
Okay.
I love it, but the fucking bottle, I swear to God, after you're done with it, you could drop a goldfish in there with some water. You could put a baby Mako in there, is all I'm saying. A little less glass, a little more booze, if you don't mind.
Why don't they should do something with whiskey, like the
Johnny
worm and
Walker
the tequila.
Blue Balls.
Yeah.
I'll keep going, Joe. All right.
Go ahead.
No.
Wait, why do you think what is, though? You go, Joe, why do you think that is? What were you going to ask me?
I don't know, Joe. I just like throwing
sounded
that
very
out.
aggravated.
Joe, you know what it is? I find your mind intriguing, so I just like to throw out open-ended questions just to see where you're going to take the conversation. It's exciting.
Well, give me anything.
It's like driving down a twisty road in a sports car. Just
give me anything.
Not knowing where the next tree is going to come jumping out.
I'll shoot you straight, Bill. Talk to me here. Come on, give me something.
You've been dancing around a little too long. I'll shoot you straight. Whoa.
What? I forget how we get into the topic.
Joe, I have no idea how this show went. Last time we did it, I used to do a Jay Leno impression, and you would do a...
Craig Ferguson.
Oh, we would do... That was a great bit. We used to do monologues in the future.
Yeah, because it was during an election, and it was if Obama wins, these are the jokes, and if... Who the fuck did Obama run? Oh, McCain.
Yeah, John
wins,
McCain.
These will be the jokes. And we had to do... You did Leno.
And I just remember,
Ferguson. They were both on TV back then.
Every Ferguson impression, every line always started off with "folks," and then I would always be like, "Hey, yeah, this is just in the news."
It was weird. I like started to do his radio show a lot, and I got to know him and stuff, and it was weird. Like I never mentioned that to him. I forgot all about it. I was never like, "Hey, dude, I used to do this real shitty impression."
And I did Jay Leno's. Car show, Jay Leno's Garage.
Yeah,
dude, the cars that guy has are crazy.
Yeah,
I know you're very low key a car guy.
I like cars very much. I don't know a lot, but I really appreciate a nice vehicle. But I watched that show with my dad.
It's like booze, Joe. We don't know how it's made, but we appreciate the people that do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that hot chick who makes it for Jim Beam or whatever that commercial is. You ever seen that? She's kicking the barrels around, being all sassy. I was just like, wow, I never would have thought that was what was making the booze.
Was kicking the barrel.
You never seen that? It's just like this, sex sells. They're this ridiculously hot chick who, like, she's so hot. It's like there's no way. It's like, why would you? You're that hot. You don't have to work there. What's in the barrel, men will buy you for free until you're at least fucking 51. Why are you going to be in here? And so I assumed that she had some sort of stake in the country in the company. I would assume that, Joe.
Well, is she presented as a Jim Beam maker, or is she just a
like
lady
she's
being
in?
like, let me tell you what it is around
I think
here.
it's because of all that feminist stuff that they were like, well, look, we can't have guys in every one of these things. We got to have a woman. But we can't have a woman who's strong enough to lift one of these barrels, right? They couldn't have like one of those like Eastern European like 60-year-old women.
Yeah, because they're still ageist and sexist.
They're gonna get it. They're gonna get some sort of vagina in there, but they're still gonna have to be like hot. But then how you make it empowering is at some point they yell at a guy.
I love it. I love when a woman in power just acts like a dude in power. He does the same shit.
That's all. It's the laziest writing. They
not pretty enough. Get somebody hotter in here. It's like you're doing the same shit an asshole guy would do.
Yeah. No. What's funny is they don't. Well, they just basically. I was joking. My joke was that they just took old Steven Seagal or Chuck Norris lines. It's like so much of it was like, they were just like, they're not literally their lines, but it was just, I just all of a sudden started seeing these movies where these women were like manhandling these guys that weighed, look, it's one thing if you have like martial arts skills and like any of these chicks in the fucking UFC, like I don't even know, I don't know how long it would take me to learn how to talk again if I ever got in the ring with any of them.
Can I tell you something?
You have
I just realized we're talking about two different fucking things right now.
What are we talking about?
You dizzy motherfucker, you.
What are you talking? You're talking about strong female characters.
No, I was talking about women executives at networks. They'll like only hire hot women. And be like, I'm making a difference. And it's like, no, you're only hiring hot women. That's what a dude in that job would be doing.
Are they doing that though?
Yeah. It's like hire some regular looking people.
No, don't. I disagree with that because this is what all regular people don't understand. Because they're not investing money into the project. Right. Joe, I understand why whenever there's a movie that I'm in, your index finger is going to go numb scrolling down to try to see where the fuck I am in the call sheet. It's because I look like this, Joe. You're not going to put $1 million on this fucking horse, $20 million, actually expecting to get your fucking money back.
But I'm not saying that. I'm saying in any role.
Joe, we both have independent film good looks.
No, I'm fine with that.
And even then, I think we're at least 7 on the call sheet.
And even then, you're pushing it.
Hey,
right?
I'll tell you. Maybe a student
film. I'm saying in any role.
Right?
I'm saying like the bartender and like the background. Anybody. It's like all they'll do is hire like gorgeous women.
I have no problem with that. I have no problem with guys with abs getting acting work. I have no problem with gorgeous women getting these fucking roles. Okay? It's a movie. It's a fantasy, Joe. I want to go there. These people, they should be seen in 70 millimeters.
The damn Jim Beam commercial and it looks goofy. It doesn't make any sense.
Because I've been out in the world and I know that chick is not going to take that job unless it's her dad's company, and even then she's going to have a better job.
Let a 60-year-old lady have that fucking gig. She can't work.
Well, Joe, they're trying to sell the fucking booze. Like only a 10 can. These fucking 5s and 6s and 4s walking around mad that
male and female. Let's be male and female.
Why are guys complaining about it?
No, I'm what, like walking around complaining about what?
Are guys? Are there men out there?
I'm saying the 5s and 6s that are male and female that act like they should.
I don't understand why when a 5 gets mad that they're not being treated like a 10, you can't just look at them. It's because you're a 5. Now I got to ask you this: do you think that is I guess a symptom, Joe? I'm going to use that word.
Okay.
Of helicopter parenting, and everybody wins, everybody gets a ribbon. Or Joe, is it a reaction to a good-looking, dominated, patriarchal, whatever the fuck, toxic male? Come on, Joe, give me some more fucking catchwords out there.
I understand what you're saying.
Gender neutral.
Yes.
Transphobic.
No,
global warming culture.
Yeah, I believe it's the prior. I think it's
the prior. I just listed like 15 fucking things. But that was all the same point.
Yeah.
Though.
The first thing, it's helicopter parenting. It's everybody. It's George Carlin fucking called it on his last special, like 10 fucking years ago.
He called a lot of things on his last like from the early 90s on.
But in his last special, he like talked about how like kids in school now, like they don't get grades anymore. And he goes, and then,
well, it's certain fucking schools.
But he's like, basically everybody wins the race. There's no winning team. Everybody gets a ribbon at the fucking sports event, all that shit. And he's like, and what happens is you're going to have kids that go out in the real world and nobody calls
not know the alphabet.
Nobody calls him a loser until he's getting fired and his boss is going, get your fucking shit and get out of here. You're a fucking loser. And he's like,
and then they cry on Instagram and then the boss loses his job. That's how it works now.
Yeah.
Joe, there's something. I mean, we're in the bubble right now, but I'm going to say we're kind of painting with a broad brush here. I'm not sure. No pun intended, Joe.
What's wrong? Is that bad or good to do that?
Well, you get the job done a lot quicker. Next subject.
Yeah. What are you painting, a barn?
Jesus.
Well, yeah. I mean, but that's look, Bill. As you say,
Joe, did your shoes come with taps that you took out of the bottom of it?
I knew I was going to get trashed for these shoes.
I didn't trash them last night.
I like them. They're nice wingtips.
What's funny is, Joe, you went half hard last night because you're only wearing half the clothes I saw you wearing last night. From the waist down, those pants, probably the socks.
No. I'm wearing the same pants and the same shoes.
Okay.
I had to be taken home last night.
Oh, okay.
Ann and Joanne were nice enough to escort me back to my apartment.
Oh, God, dude.
And I go...
Are you out of your mind in this day and age?
And I go...
Not one woman. Two women. You're completely inebriated.
They were very good friends to me last night. They got me home, and
they're also past a certain age. So there's a
they're like two of my best friends.
What age number is like a cool chick? They're just grizzled vet. They're like the Sarge in the old war movies.
Bill, I refuse to answer that question in this current climate.
You do? Any woman I've met over 36 kind of sees the world the way I do.
I think it's people. It's people
dark,
over 30. Period.
Sad place.
I always say to when guys are dating, I'll know guys that date a 22-year-old and then they want to rip their hair out. And they go, I'm just so fucking annoyed because you did this shit. I go, dude, would you hang out with a 22-year-old dude? You'd get annoyed at all the same shit. And then you're going to bring fucking into that. And of course you're annoyed. She's 22. That's how you are when you're 22.
Joe, everybody knows that. I don't know why you felt the need to tell everyone that.
I thought what a cunt.
Everybody knows if you're in your 30s and you date a 22-year-old, then there's going to be a bit of an age gap there, Joe.
Oh, boy.
Well, Joe, you know what, Joe? This is a record. I actually went fucking almost 27 minutes without starting anything with you. I'm just happy to see you, Joe.
No, but so my friends Ann and Joanne got me home. Same Joanne from last year's party.
Oh, yeah.
And
Boombots.
I couldn't remember, and I texted them this morning. I was like, how did I get home? And they're like, we got you home. You were sleep standing. It was time to go. And I apparently Irish goodbyed half the fucking party. Because all these people were texting me today. Eddie Ift is texting me. He's like, where the fuck are you?
Eddie Ift was there last night?
Eddie showed up, man.
Eddie came
I missed
through
in the clutch, dude.
I missed it.
He walked in at 11:30. He was there for 10 minutes before I split. Drove an hour.
Wow.
But he had a good time. Everybody had fun, He sent me a great video of shit. I can't say. I can't blow up the guy's
people
spot.
Drawing shit on your face.
No, it's a video of. It's a cool video. I'll show you later. But I don't like talk. It's going to give away maybe where he lives or what. I don't want to do that. So
okay, yeah, Joe, you're a private person. You understand.
Well, I get it. I get it, Bill. I can't tell you the last time I walked out the front door without a camera bulb flashing in my face.
Does that wear on you? It does.
It gets tiresome. And
how do you navigate LAX with all that paparazzi, Joe?
Bill, you want to grab the camera and throw it across the room, but you can't. This is the life I chose. What am I going to do?
I think that's very mature.
Those days, you used to be able to do that. I remember seeing a Johnny Depp interview where he was talking about the point of the interview was paparazzi sucks, and they were interviewing him, and he told a story of he was out with his newborn and his wife, and they kept taking fucking pictures.
Uh-huh.
And it was his first kid that he ever had, and I think it's his only kid, right? But anyway, and he was fucking furious, and he said he walked outside with a stick, like a fucking broomstick, and he was like, the next person that takes a picture is getting this stick. And they stopped. But I'm like, you could do that in 92. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can't do that now, man.
You can't threaten somebody with a stick anymore.
The good old days. The good old days. Anyway, Bill.
What other old paparazzi stories do you have, Joe?
I got the one with.
I thought that was going to go where he beat the fuck out of somebody.
Well, maybe he didn't.
You know what that meant? You know what that reminds me of is when my wife, when she watches The Real Housewives, it's like when they're finally going to fight and beat the shit out of each other. The only thing that I want to see, there's always some asshole that comes in and breaks it up. And it's just like, if they want to get more male viewers, I guess they got all the women, so they don't fucking need. But I mean, can you just let them go one time? Can you let them fucking fight?
But here's the thing. I used to have a bit about reality TV shows where they get you all worked up for that. You know, it'll be like chefs cooking, and one of them's like, "I'll fucking rape you."
Yeah, fucking turn this table over. Yeah, and all of a sudden
they cut the break. I go, they're not. Nobody rapes anybody. It would have been in the fucking papers. If those Real Housewives actually got into a fist fight, that would have been in the papers already. You know what I mean? It would have been publicized that the Real Housewives were shooting.
All the more reason to fucking.
You know what I'm saying,
Joe?
They just
Joe. Why don't we
bullshit?
Why don't we start a reality show called The Real Fights of the Real Housewives at the Real House?
And we have and the Real House is the arena, is the octagon. You know what I mean? Like we call like the cage that they fight in.
How about we get an 8-sided house just to try to get some runoff from the other show?
The whole point is that they fight. We bring them in to fight. Yeah. They would do that. Those fucking money grubbing fame whores. They would all do it. They would all fucking do it. The guys would fucking do it too.
No, what I would like to
what I it truly sickens me.
Oh, that might be my favorite thing I've heard in a while. That show is a pig parade. I actually think it would be funny if you didn't tell them that was going to happen. So then when they postured like, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you, and there was nobody there to jump in and break it up, then they would either have to fight or fucking look ridiculous like we did, Joe. All those times we walked out of the bar after you started it with some fucking future UFC fucking champion, male or female.
Speaking of, I never tried to fight a female. You retract that. I want it stricken from the record.
Joe,
I resent it.
We live in an age where you don't need evidence anymore. If I say it happened, it happened. But I said it on a podcast, so it doesn't matter. But I'll tell you right now, if I tweeted that, Joe, your career would be in jeopardy right now.
Hey, Bill. Hey, I hate to tell you, even with you not tweeting, my career is in jeopardy.
Oh, Joe,
you know what I mean?
Oh, come on, Joe.
No, I'm kidding.
You're getting drunk like Carson back in the day when he lived in New York?
He used to get into fist fights. He used to get into bar fights when he was shit-faced while he had the fucking Tonight Show. Old ass, like gray hair Johnny Carson.
Yeah, he was a mean drunk.
Hilarious.
Dude, I heard Lee Marvin used to beat up cops. They'd come in and tell him to get his act together. He'd beat him. Get the fuck out of here. And he'd kick him in the ass. And it was just... I mean, I don't know if this is like, you know, something that you'd want to go back to. But it's just like, you can't... Joe, it's just crazy, Joe. Like, now that you have a Carson-level fame and the fact that you can't even get away with anything...
I've surpassed Carson. Come on.
I would agree, Joe. Because, I mean, if you hadn't, I don't think Eddie If would have been so upset that he only get to see you for 10 minutes, Joe.
I said, Eddie, you were lucky to be there. Now I got to go. And I left. And that was it.
Joe, what's it like with everybody wanting a piece of your time?
It's hard, Bill. You know, a guy's got to wear 6, 7, 8 different hats every day. Everybody wants the answers and the direction, and you can't give it to everybody. But but I'll tell you something. When I give you my 5 minutes, I put that face on like I'm giving you everything I got.
Dude, I can tell how many Jerry Lewis fucking videos you've watched.
That was from Jerry Lewis.
I was going to say, that just sounded like I was... My favorite, I mean, there's so many great ones.
We've talked about it, but to me, the all-time great is the Dick Cavett hour-long sit-down where he goes, why do you choose to write, this is from the 70s, mind you, the early 70s in Hollywood, the greatest era of directors in Spielberg, Lucas, Scorsese, De Palma, Coppola, they're falling out of the fucking trees at this point. And he goes, why do you choose to direct, write, edit, and star in your films? And he goes, it's not that you want to, because with every job comes another hat, and that's an additional 8-hour day. But it's that you can't find one that is as good or better.
Oh, my God.
Unfucking real. Then he bitches about how nobody takes him seriously, and then they go to break, and it comes back from break, and he's got a... an entire glass shoved in his mouth, and he's going like, ah!
Well, the man was brilliant. I've told you a bunch of times. He spoke at my college graduation.
What did he say?
Jerry Lewis. Oh, dude, at the parent-student breakfast, he was Crazy Jerry, and walking into the arena, he was Crazy Jerry. I just remember like all the the heads of the schools, the deans walking down in their gowns with their hats with the little fucking tassel, and he had his on. And right as they were going to go walk down, he had his hands on the shoulder in front of the guy and walking behind him like he was in like a conga line, but he had his hands on his shoulder and he's just going, with this dumb look on his face. Big, stupid walk. And I just remember my dad crying, laughing. We both died because we love him. And my mother always thought he was like not funny and ridiculous, which just made it funnier, you know? Which, the other time, like one of the best things ever, when a Jerry Lewis movie came on, Joe, you got plenty of time.
All right.
When the Jerry Lewis movie came on, me and my dad would watch it, and half of the comedy would be my mother sitting there going, I can't stand him, he's so ridiculous, and it just made it funnier. And I remember years later when Step Brothers came out, and me, my wife, my father-in-law thought it was the funniest fucking movie ever,
so
and my mother-in-law was just sitting there going, I just don't think this is funny. And every time we would laugh, she would look over at us like, what the fuck was wrong with you guys, which made it even funnier.
That's so funny. I love that movie. I love that movie.
Do you know what it was like at that point when all of a sudden he said, I'm going to put my balls on your drum? We ran his balls on his drum kit. Your mother-in-law's sitting there. And she didn't like any of the jokes up to that point. And then that moment happened. It was like, I think I almost fainted. I was laughing so hard. I have to watch that movie again because I was staring at my mother-in-law from and the second they would do a bit, I would just be looking at the look on her face.
My favorite joke in that movie is when he hurts his arm and he's doing this. He's like doing that circular stretch thing when you hurt your arm. And John C. Reilly goes, is it going to be permanently damaged? And and Will Ferrell spit his arm and he goes, it's too soon to tell. That part, the part where he's like, man, last year I did so much fucking. I had to put my balls in the freezer or whatever the fuck. He's just bragging about when she gets laid.
I have to watch it again. I can be honest with you, Joe, I've only seen the movie once.
It's hilarious, man.
And I watched it with those people and my mother-in-law.
He's got four, actually five if you count the alternate version of Anchorman 2, the different version that they only released on DVD.
Jesus, Joe, you really go deep into Amoeba,
dude,
don't you?
It's so much fucking funnier than the one they released in the theater. It's amazing. It's as funny as the first one. But Anchorman, Ricky Bobby,
can I get a copy of this? The second?
I don't have a copy of it, but I've just seen it, and it's fucking great. You can buy it.
Oh, I can buy it. All right.
If I had it,
because I just found out Guns N' Roses did a 30th anniversary of the Appetite album. I didn't. I was like, where the fuck was I? I didn't know that happened. It's probably all sold out now.
I don't think so. It's really expensive, dude. It was probably...
Joe, I'm a really big fan.
No. I'm saying
I don't
it's
care
probably
what it
not
costs.
sold out. I'm saying I don't think it's a thing that...
I bought the AC/DC one that was like an actual amp.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You ever see that one? Yeah.
You should buy the... Here's the thing, though, dude. I have that...
You know what's funny is someday I'm going to die, and then my daughter's going to have to... I'm going to have the Benny Goodman box set. Like, what the fuck is she going to... Who's she going to sell that to? This is the Glenn Miller. The box was actually a trombone.
I got the digital version of the GNR thing, and it's good, but it's just alternate. It's a lot of alternate versions of the song.
Yeah, but is it Steven Adler playing?
Yeah,
and Izzy and all them. Yeah, it's the
whole thing's
yeah.
But I mean, so if you're a guy that likes demos and shit, then you'll like it. But I'll
love it.
But it also has patience.
You know, Joe, I love how I supported your alternate fucking Anchorman 2, and then the second I bring up something I like. I mean, this is why, Joe, I always feel like someone, I feel like I more than genuflected to your ego for the first 40 minutes, okay? I let you get it out. I let you be Jerry.
Uh-huh.
And you're literally looking at your watch.
Because I want to know when you're going to wrap this up, Bill. Because
I imagine a lot of the listeners are too.
No, I just meant what you were saying. I was just kidding.
Oh.
That's such an insulting thing. That's the great insult when somebody's talking to you and you just fucking...
Oh, it's wonderful. It's funny, you just did that, and I immediately thought of Rich Voss standing out in front of the old Boston. Way back in the day, Joe. Way back in the day. Didn't we write a song like that? Remember that? Way back in the day, when I saw you on the street, you said, hey... Joe, I was waiting for you to fucking join in. And
Who sang that?
I was saying we wrote. No, it's not a real song,
right.
Joe.
I'm sorry. I thought it was.
It's a podcast. Nothing's real.
I was trying to think what it was. That's all. I was trying to think what it was.
Do you remember our old, the old Westway Diner song?
Nope.
You remember? You don't remember?
There's a lot that's gone, man. But I remember
the Westway isn't the best way, but if you want okay, that's what their food is. The West Way. Put on a vest, hey, and get a sundae after your lasagna. Then it was the West Way. The West Way. It isn't our fault. Oh, you remember that? Because anytime you would bitch, the guy would be looking at you like, you know, you were the one who undercooked the fries.
You know what kept me going to that place?
Hangovers?
Well, yeah. But when I was still living in that apartment, I went down there and on a Sunday to get breakfast by myself, and I saw David Hyde Pierce in there eating breakfast by himself, and I was a big Frasier fan, and I was like, well, if he's eating here, it's got to be half decent. Like I just got that in my fucking head and kept giving it another shot.
Well, I mean, when you're sitting in a diner with a man that is making residual money, right? Who has enough money to actually buy the fucking diner, you got to think the eggs are going to be pretty good.
They had a good meatloaf platter, and they had a good fried chicken platter.
All right, Joe. I'm actually going to do something informed on uninformed here. I'm going to give people a little advice.
Yeah, Bill.
I'm going to.
Why don't you fucking give it? Go ahead,
boys and girls. When you go to a hotel, okay, and you get all excited, they go, "Hey, we got a breakfast in the morning," yada yada yada, and you're going down there, okay? You know what the deal is. You're going to go down, and they're going to try to sell you on the buffet.
Yeah.
All right. And you're going to go there. We got eggs. We got bacon.
Fall for it every time.
We got sausage. We got pancakes. And all of that shit was fucking made hours ago.
Yeah.
There's always a big fucking just shit pot of oatmeal. And then there's those rubber fucking scrambled eggs. What you do is you go down there, Joe. What you do is if they have a guy making eggs, you go there, you got to order your eggs differently. All right? You got to order like a fucking omelet. And fuck their bacon. Fuck the sausage. Fuck all that. I actually order off the menu, and the waitress will get mad. And she goes, you sure you don't want the buffet? And I just go, yeah, no, I've eaten at enough buffets.
Yeah. No, I'm a sucker for it.
It's a trash can size of fucking scrambled eggs, and people are just scooping them out, trying to get down to the warm ones to think that they're not going to be I don't know how they make them that rubber, Joe.
I got a good buffet story for you.
You could take those eggs, Joe, put them on your dick, and fuck a fucking prostitute, and you would not even get HPV. Joe, I'm telling you, those eggs are rubbery, okay?
I got a good buffet story for you. So
I hope it was better than my advice.
Our dear friend... No, actually, I'm going to take that to heart and try it sometime.
Yeah, well, you get eggs over easy. Ask for poached eggs, but keep a smile on your face, or they'll come back a little runny, and it ain't going to be part of the egg there.
Keith Robinson, speaking of uninformed individuals.
Speaking of one of the biggest fucking bastards I've ever met in my life. Keith Robinson.
He was in town, right? It was like a year or two ago. He's in town.
Oh, yeah. Where was Amy Schumer working? Hey. Nothing? I get nothing on that?
I laughed. I said, hey.
Oh, well, you said hey like it was a bad one.
No. I was
Joe, God bless both of them in this sensitive time.
So
remember back in the day, you could just break comics ball. I guess it's different if they're not here, right?
I don't know. I'm about to shit all over Keith.
Okay. I love shitting on Keith. I like it better when he's here, though.
But he goes, he calls me and he goes, hey, stupid. We're going to get breakfast tomorrow at the Four Seasons. It's a buffet. It's unbelievable. It's the best goddamn breakfast you got.
Oh, my God. I've been to it.
So, dude, he tells me to go, right? I'm driving a friend of ours with me, right? He doesn't fucking tell me that there's 2 Four Seasons, first of all. So we go downtown. We're at the wrong fucking
2,
hotel.
4, 6 Seasons, Joe.
Yeah. Then we got to turn around from downtown and drive a fucking hour into Beverly Hills to go to this thing. We get there. It is the most lukewarm, whatever, who gives a shit fucking buffet.
The only thing they have is they have everything.
They have everything, but it's not their fault.
No, it sucks.
Yeah. And so we're bitching at him the entire time. We're like, Keith, you fucking asshole. 90 minutes in the fucking car for this.
And it's a scene.
The bill comes. This fucking asshole doesn't even pick up the fucking check after he fucking makes me go out there. $125 a piece for literally like a Denny's quality breakfast. I was so fucking mad at him.
Because they're trying to keep guys like you out of there. You and Keith. They don't want your kind of riffraff out there. Joe, that buffet, I've been to it once. I saw a bunch of cool people there, a bunch of beautiful women, but that food, it sucks.
Yeah. It's bad.
They got everything from fucking sushi, a turducken. They have everything there.
Yeah.
And all of it tastes okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It was $125. Oh, man, I was hot. That
Oh, and guess what, Joe? Because I'm married, I know goddamn well I'm going to fucking end up there again. You got to pay to park.
I can't.
And I'm not saying that they're bad cooks there. It's just when you're trying to cook for that many people when you try to anticipate what somebody wants and you're not going to make a decision that I'm making this shit, then you just got to start making vats of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're dumping fucking whole bricks of scrapple onto the grill.
Big trays of lasagna. Big chunks of fucking beef. You got to kill every fucking fish and wrap it in rice.
That's why they have a turducken. It's faster. They shove the fucking chicken inside the turkey.
Just out of curiosity, why is there all that yelling in those kitchens? We got to get a chef on here.
Oh my God! Did you ever watch Gordon Ramsay?
I've worked at a couple of fucking restaurants, and there was a lot of partying going on. Oh, Joe.
Yeah.
Did you work at restaurants?
I worked
was
at
there anything better? Anything better? Late Saturday night and everybody was going out. There was always the one guy with the fucking apartment. Everybody ended up. The bar you went to.
It was the forecast called for snow in that kitchen over there.
Oh,
that's my drift.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
God, yes.
Everybody's going out just getting bombed.
Dude, I remember the first time I saw hash. They had it like I don't even know how they did it. They had like a cube of it, and they had it underneath. They had it underneath this glass, like smoldering. And these guys would come by and they would lift the glass and they'd take a hit and then they would walk out. And I was stone sober watching all of this. We had a guy on work release. He'd come in from jail and he would work there and then during the lunch shift and then he would go back to jail. I remember at one point because the restaurant was going out of business. I know I've told this story before. I was like waiting tables or busting tables. Can't remember when I came back. I said, "Hey, we need some more glasses." And he goes, "Well, why don't you wash some?" A novel idea. That's what he said. Like he was a
jail guy said that?
Yeah, like he was smart. And the only thing that stopped me from giving, because I'm like, this guy's in jail. He must have like a shank or something. So. He wasn't even a big guy, dude. I wish I could go back in it. I wish I could go back. That was one of those ones, dude, if I could go back in time.
I've worked in so many kitchens. I've never seen so many.
Hey, jailbird.
I've never seen so many.
Why don't you get over and fucking wash some?
Working in a kitchen, I've never seen so many fat men do so much cocaine. And it's like, dude, this doesn't make any fucking sense.
I know I've told you this story. I got a classic one. Our manager, right? The manager where I worked, I was a busboy, so I used to have to mop up around the oyster bar, and they had like the black and white tiles like the old improvs used to have, right? So I'm mopping that up, and it would always be a fucking mess.
Yeah.
And then I would have to mop up and clean the men's room and the women's room. And the women's room always looked like, like the Yankees just won the World Series. It was just like toilet paper and ticker tape all over whatever. It was a fucking mess in there. Guys, it was just, they pissed all over the place. So I go in there to clean the bathroom, and my manager is in there. He's got the water on full blast. And he's brushing his teeth while puking. I swear to God, he's brushing his teeth going, and then he'd go like, and he had the water keep going, and then he just kept brushing his teeth. And I was sitting there, I didn't know what to do. And he was like, and he just kept brushing his fucking teeth. And then he just and then he played it off going like, oh, he goes, brushing my teeth, sometimes it makes me gag. And I'm thinking, well, don't fucking jam the toothbrush down your throat, you fucking whore. And it wasn't until I was only 19.
Right.
So it wasn't until years later that I was like, oh, he was fucking hungover. He just was fucking puking up alcohol. And he was probably standing there puking, and then I came in, and then he was just trying to act like he was brushing his teeth, like I wasn't going to notice that he was fucking puking. But I was standing there.
Puke all over the brush. Jesus
That guy was so funny. I remember
so funny.
Believe it or not, he ends up getting fired, right? He gets fired, and then he gets a job managing another restaurant, as they all do.
Yeah.
You walked out onto the floor and an 8-ball fell out of your pocket. You're fired. And then, they wouldn't even go across town. They'd be across the fucking, the strip mall. So this guy ends up getting another job, making way more money. And I swear to God, he showed up like a week later with his new job. He had bought a brand new car, and he came over to Peacock like we gave a fuck. And he pulled up with some white Subaru sports car. I can't even remember what the fuck he had. And he just was sitting there at the fucking bar with this cat ate the canary smile on his face. I said, hey, man, how you doing? I said, hey, is that your car out there? He's like, yeah, want to drive it? And he slid the keys across the bar.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I swear to God, it was like I was in Roadhouse.
Dude, restaurant workers are like dirty cops. They just get shuffled off to another fucking precinct.
Oh, yeah.
They're once you're in, dude. It doesn't matter what you got fired for, they always get another job. It's a hard fucking job, dude. It's grueling work.
And I also think it's almost like being a head coach in sports, where it's just like, you're going to eventually you're going to get fucking fired. It's just getting fired is part of the job, and restaurants go out of business and managers and shit. Dude, maybe that's a guest.
That'd be fun.
We could tell our stories, and then
I'd love to talk to a chef. I would love to talk to a chef.
Why? Do you do all the yelling?
Do you watch Kitchen Nightmares with Gordon Ramsay ever?
No, you know what? Oh my God! I watched when he's doing the bar rescue show, and he did this guy's restaurant in fucking New Jersey, and you know those really big angry guys, but they also cry.
Yeah,
super emotional Italian dude. It's one of my favorite people in the world. So this fucking restaurant. It's a mess. All I know is Gordon took something out of the fridge and he fucking smelt it, and he legit almost puked.
Yeah,
he was going. He ran over to I thought he was at first I was like, okay, he's just trying to exaggerate, and then he was over there, and then one of the boom guys who was 9 feet away starts going. Now I don't know if he was doing that because Gordon was gagging. Some people start to puke because somebody's almost going to puke, right? So. What's his face? They go to talk to the guy, and it's the restaurant his dad started, and now this big angry fat emotional Italian dude is now running it. So he's standing there, and Gordon's got them all lined up, and he's like, hey, I'm going to do a bad accent here. Who owns the restaurant here? And the guy raises his hand. He goes, do you know, I went in there and I saw there was a piece of beef in there that had to have been at least 8 months old on this whole fucking thing. And then the guy looks at him, and he goes, his face gets all twisted up. He goes, do you know what it's like to fail your father every day of your life? That's what he said. And then Gordon goes, what? He goes, I'm asking you a question. He starts crying. He goes, do you know what it's like to fail your father every day of your life? And Gordon goes, my father died 20 years ago. He goes, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm asking you a question. And he fucking starts crying. And what I loved was Gordon didn't give a shit.
No, dude.
He just stood there and stared at him,
dude,
until the tears were over. Dude, this guy fucking cried 9 times that episode. He sat there at one point, his daughter sent him some a text message saying that she wants him to get better at running the restaurant because she's sick of him yelling at home and him always fighting with his mom. And he reads the text message. He just starts crying, and then he slides it across the desk, and he just goes, that's from a 19-year-old girl. He just starts crying.
Dude, he doesn't break. And they thank him by the end of it. Almost every episode at the end, they're like, you saved my life, you saved my restaurant. It works what he does. But the greatest
I don't think these people had a shot, because one of the things they did was they got him a billboard on the side of the road, and he saw it, and he flipped out. He's like, we're back! And it's just like all they needed was a billboard. It's like, well, why didn't you just do that? It's like word of mouth that the food's is good.
The greatest episode I ever saw. So on Amazon Prime, you can stream them unbleeped. So you get all the curses.
Oh, my God.
So, dude, they got one on Amazon Prime. He fixes up this restaurant in South Jersey, and it's doing great. They do opening night again, and they're fucking just killing it, dude. And Gordon's even helping cook a little bit because they're just so fucking slammed with people. And something he cooks gets sent out to this old lady.
Okay.
And the waitress comes back and she's like, we got a problem out there. That she doesn't like it. And she's complaining. So he goes out to the old lady and he's like, is there a problem? And she's like, the food was terrible. It was chewy. It was, going on and on and on. He goes, you're talking out of your rear right now, right? And she goes, you'll watch your mouth, young man. I don't care who you think you are. And she's doing it at the host station. And right then, a pack of like 3 or 4 22-year-old women walk in. And he looks at them and he goes, how you doing tonight? Let's get you a table. Sorry for the old bag.
He said that?
He says that in front of the lady, right? Then it's hilarious. But then the best part is another lady complains. What are you doing?
Getting ready.
Oh, all right. Another lady complains.
Yeah, tell him what I just did.
He stands up. He takes his shorts off. I'm like, oh, hey, me too. Another lady complains.
No, if I'm going to go out drinking with you, how good do I have to look? I got all my clothes right over here.
Another lady complains later in the episode.
Later!
And she's outside making a fuss. And, dude, as she's leaving, another couple's leaving. And the wife is drunk. And the wife starts going to bat for the restaurant and yelling at the lady complaining, right? And the lady's going, it was terrible, it was terrible. And this Italian Jersey chick is just going, then why did you keep eating it, you fucking cunt? You fucking cunt. Right? Screaming it at her. She's shit-faced and she's like...
By the way, I'm ready.
She goes, you know why you kept eating it? They get another bottle of free wine, you fucking drunk, lush cunt. What? Dude, it is one of the funniest. It's so Jersey. I loved it. I loved every fucking minute of it, dude. I was screaming on my fucking couch.
You know something? I always thought Jersey girls were hot. I always loved that accent, and I loved the fucking Long Island chicks. I didn't even like the Staten Island. I remember the Staten Island. We were watching this one time. I was watching with Nia, and this fucking guy. This woman was in a dance club, right? And she's dancing with this fucking guy. A big Italian dude. She's dancing with him. And as she's dancing with him, he's also grinding up against her friend at the same time. And she just looks at him. She's like, she goes, are you grinding on my best friend while you're dancing with me? And he goes, why? What? We're not dating, is what he said. I swear to God. So she walks out of the club and she said she goes, with that accent, she goes, that was your typical Staten Island jerk off. I walked out, and then for it's one of those couples jokes. So for like a month, me and Nia would be like, one of us would say, that was your typical, and we both Staten Island jerk off.
I love the Jersey girls, dude. They're all like Karen and Goodfellas. It's like,
I love the attitude.
Yeah. Who do you think you are? Frankie Valli? Or
some kind of big shot?
Yeah, they're fun, man. They talk shit, dude. They talk shit. I love that about growing up around Philly. Like, I loved it. Like, the girls in there,
I love Philly chicks.
Fight and shit.
All of them.
I thought it was awesome.
I never thought that their hair was too big. I never thought that they dressed too slutty. I love the whole thing.
Yeah. I love it.
It was like they didn't know hair metal ended. They were keeping it going. They made me feel young, Joe. Oh, they made me feel young.
Feel so young.
You make me feel like spring has sprung.
And every time I see you grin,
I'm going out with Joe. He's an individual.
Bill,
I'm going to start with some linguine.
Yeah.
You're going to get a sandwich, maybe a panini.
I'm going to eat the biggest fucking veal parmesan you've ever seen.
I don't fuck with veal, man. I don't fuck with veal and lobsters. It's just like, you just can't fucking kill them.
Huh?
Why can't they just like...
Right, now I'm the bad guy because I want to eat something that was hung upside down for 6 weeks.
It wasn't hung upside down. It was stuck in a cage and just sat there like, hey, would it be all right if I stretch my legs?
Jesus. I'm not laughing at the veal.
Joe, I think you are. You're going to get me too by some veal. All right, Joe, I think we almost did our hour. We got another fucking 44 seconds left. Joe, how does it feel to knock your best friend off the fucking wagon after a glorious 37 days of the police not being called about domestic violence or anything? You know what I mean?
Bill.
Joe, I'm gonna pre-apologize.
For what?
I'm gonna apologize for everything that I'm gonna call you tonight.
I don't give a fuck. You think I'm not going to be calling you stuff?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a two-way street.
Will you be backing up or walking towards me?
Bill, I'll walk toward a little fucking snowflake like you.
Well, Joe, we're on Patreon. We're on an even more obscure part of the internet than we were on the radio.
Good.
We were on like 1 a.m. on satellite radio.
And then it was a podcast that you had to go to one website to find.
That's right.
Now it's on a website that you have to pay to get to 2 episodes per month.
Joe, we're recluses.
I hope you guys enjoy it, though. We're going to do 2 of these a month.
Two of these a month.
Thanks for all the requests, by the way.
We're going to have guests.
Yeah.
This is what it's going to be. It's going to be a couple of idiots singing some songs while one guy wraps it up and the other guy stares at his phone.
No, it buzzed, and I thought it was a thing.
You are so fucking cunty.
No, but thank you to everybody that sent us all the requests over the years to bring this back.
Yeah, and you have no one to blame but yourselves if you didn't like this one, because there's just going to be more of the same. All right, everybody, thank you for listening. Joe, I got to sing you. It's happy birthday, right? Can I?
Well, it's yours
do you still have what I sang to you on your phone? Why don't you play that for the people? Play that for the people on the way out if you still have it. You know what? I'd play you the one that you sang to me for Christmas time.
Don't you
from
dare.
2014. No, you get in trouble. You get in trouble because nothing's funny anymore.
Oh, yeah, here it is.
Nothing's funny. Okay. Well, we're going to end. We're going to end with me singing "Happy Birthday" to Joe. This is what you're paying for. Come on.
See you next time.
Happy birthday, you cunt. Happy birthday, you cunt. Go suck some dick, you fuckhead. Happy birthday, you cunt. Joe DeRosa. Joey, I'll see you tonight. I'll tell you right now, there's not a lot of broads out there look as good as you at 41.
All right, we'll see you.